Hey guys, it's going to be a very close race here, as we've mentioned. According to the final CBS News Iowa Battleground Tracker, former Vice President Joe Biden and Senator Bernie Sanders are tied as voters' first choice with 25%. Pete Buttigieg is close behind, followed by Senators Elizabeth Warren and Amy Klobuchar. Major Garrett is with me here at the Drake Diner, which has become a staple in Iowa politics. After the show, right?
After the show.
First, we've got to explain to people what we mean by first choice and what the heck a caucus is anyway.
Right. An Iowa caucus, all caucuses, is not a primary. People gather and vote, but not on ballots. They vote with their feet, literally. They gather for a candidate, and then they gather again a second time before we know who won. This happens in arenas, schoolhouses, gymnasiums, and, as you will see, a beautiful, quaint little bar in the middle of farm country.
Grant, Iowa, 90 minutes west of Des Moines and surrounded by corn and cattle fields, is one of Iowa's smallest towns. Population, 90. This year, for the first time, Grant will hold a Democratic caucus. The venue? The Hayloft, a rustic bar and grill where farm antiques are plentiful, and a hamburger goes for $2.50. Zelda Schwartz, age 74, has run the place for 48 years.
So you know most of your customers?
Oh, yes. I pretty much know what most of them's going to eat or drink. And
When Grant's Firehouse declined to host the caucus, the Democratic Party asked Zelda.
I'm going to be very honest. When he first called me, he didn't say they were Democrats, but that made no difference to me.
It may not have made a difference, but there is a difference.
They're Democrats and I'm a Republican.
You welcome them with open arms?
You bet. I've met a lot of them, and they're all very nice people.
The Hayloft will be one of 1,678 caucus sites in Iowa's 99 counties. Those who attend will align into candidate preference groups. To qualify for delegates, a candidate must receive at least 15% support at each site. If a candidate doesn't meet that minimum, those supporters can pick another candidate. This is called realignment. Troy Price is the Iowa Democratic Party chair.
We at the party have been preparing for record turnout plus from the very beginning. And so when we started putting this process together back a year ago, we went to go get the biggest rooms.
Zelda will host the caucus in the Hayloft's roomy and knick-knack-filled back room.
Do you have any idea how many people are going to show up?
No, I do not. They could seat 125 people.
More than the whole town, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And although it may be Grant's first Democratic Iowa caucus, the Democratic Party is trying something new with voters like this one here in Iowa. And Major Garrett here is going to explain to us exactly what these changes are.
So it's about reporting of the data, okay? Historically, the Democratic Party has just said who won the delegates. This year it's going to say that number, but also who won that first alignment, and then that realignment. So there'll be three numbers tonight. It's all about transparency, the Iowa Democratic Party says, but that transparency could be fought over doggedly by rival campaigns, and it could if there are numbers
multiple winners
and campaigns fighting over who won and what's the big winner and who has the momentum.
So methinks it might be a complicated spin factory tomorrow.
There will be a spin factory here sufficient to power every wind turbine in Iowa for the next 6 months.
That is some alternative energy for you, Gayle. And speaking of energy, I hear the pancakes are terrific here, so we're going to tuck into some of those and let you keep chewing over politics back in Studio 57.
God, I love a light, fluffy buttermilk pancake with the butter and the syrup that drips over the side like Miss Butterworth syrup.
Just keep going.
Ay, ay, ay. You're so lucky. Thank you very much, Tony Dokoupil.